Welcome to NTR Takeout, having a look at Iran with Israel and gaining knowledge on the anti-missile defense system the U.S. is giving to Israel. Just my thoughts, but we have bigger things to worry about. Share your all's thoughts down below. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel.
Israel program and senior fellow at the Arab Center in Washington, D.C., Youssef Menayer, for more on this. Youssef, thank you for coming on. How significant is this U.S. deployment to Israel, and does this mean Israel's more focused on Iran than Hezbollah members in Lebanon?
Well, it's a clear signal that the United States is getting more deeply involved in this war than it already was, and it already was extremely involved in this war. But now we're seeing American boots being sent onto the ground, something that I think the vast majority of Americans oppose. In fact, most Americans have wanted to see a ceasefire here, and most Americans want to see the use of weapons shipments to Israel used as leverage to bring this war to an end. And this is clearly the opposite of that, as more weapons are being sent to Israel, and now American troops are being put on the ground to operate them, putting more Americans in harm's way as well, to support a war that has claimed tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of lives at this point, continues to expand, goes against American interests. And it's not really clear why the Biden administration continues to double and triple down on everything but actually using leverage to bring this war to an end.
What kind of leverage do you think they should use, Youssef?
Wants to, he can bring this to an end at any point. Instead, he is embroiling the United States deeper and in a more dangerous way in a war that has had deadly costs, first and foremost for Palestinians, but will increasingly have costs for Americans as well.
All right. Head of Palestine-Israel program and senior fellow at the Arab Center, Youssef Menayer. Youssef, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
100 injured after Israeli airstrikes hit the capital city of Beirut earlier. CBS News foreign correspondent Deborah Patta has the latest.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has threatened Lebanon with the kind of devastation seen in Gaza if its people do not stand up to Iranian-backed Hezbollah militants. Now, if you look at this, it's not Gaza, it is southern Lebanon, where Israel is also at war. And overnight, Israel struck deep in the heart of the capital, the deadliest attack in this densely populated area since it began hitting central Beirut last month. Over 20 people were killed in the strikes, more than 100 wounded. Acrid smoke still hung over the smoldering rubble as bulldozers began the grim cleanup operation. Ahmed Al-Khatib was at home with his family when he heard a massive explosion and everything went dark. He frantically began searching through the rubble for his wife and daughter, who both made it out alive. Displaced people have also sought shelter here after several weeks of intense Israeli bombardment near the city center. Lana?
Sending its high-altitude anti-missile system, THAAD, and a U.S. military crew to Israel.
Why did they decide to give the permission for the THAAD to be deployed in Israel? To defend Israel.
THAAD, short for Terminal High Altitude Area Defense,